Right, I'm going to try and fit in a game of rapid chess, so this will be 10 minutes each, so up to 20 minutes long. Okay, 2-1-1-3, good luck. So we've not played before, no head-to-head score there. 1100 games for my opponent, so 10 times as many as what I've done in rapid. My f6, let's just develop. Probably still going to go g3, obviously it depends what my opponent does and how he chooses to play this. Lots of options. e6, so I'm going to go g3 and just stick to the initial idea. Now he might fly down the board, it's always possible. I guess I've got knight across, at least in the short term. Okay, I'm going to develop there, let him take here. I'm not sure how I'll take back. Goes there. I'm going here now, I'm committing to trading the bishop. Okay, go here as well. Knight up. This knight could still go here or back. I'm going to come back and trade the bishop. Because as soon as I need to, I'll trade my other bishop. Yeah, so I have to trade there or I get trapped if I drop back to either square. Now, can I risk a pawn push? Probably not. Bring the rook across and maybe this one across. I'm going to try and push in eventually. But do I want to reroute this knight? If I can play here, right now you just take, take and take. So I'm going to bring this knight across. Idea to try and push forward and support the centre. Queen over. I think that allows pawn push. And then bring this knight more in over and maybe here. See, got to keep an eye on my f2 pawn though. Get the cursor off the board so there's no accidental slips. If takes a pawn, I'll probably take back with the knight. Okay, goes across. Yeah, I'm going to play rook over. So I'd like to bring the knight at e3 at some point. Might not happen, but otherwise I'm just trying to edge forward. But now this might be the better idea with this, but there's still a dangerous diagonal. I don't think this is really an option. Certainly not with my queen here. I'm going to get my queen off that d file. Again, if takes, I can go here. Obviously, if bishop takes, takes, rook takes, rook takes, it looks covered, at least for the short term. Does indeed do that. I'll go with the pawn. Now, do I concede the c file and bring the rook back? If rook comes across, obviously I can trade. Then my opponent's got the c file anyway. If doesn't though, I've got queen across as a potential. But I could try and challenge the centre here. That's what I'd like to do if I can get a chance. So, do I concede the ground? I'm going to try and keep the rook on the board. I might push a pawn forward just to give the king an emergency square for later, but once it goes forward, it can't obviously come back. I might be playing a little bit too quick here. My opponent's down on the clock, but obviously working out a plan. But that's my basic idea, what I'd like to do. And my opponent's pawn is obviously a bit more solid than these. Maybe knight f4 might actually be a move with a view to pushing the d pawn and encouraging this. And I guess b3 as well, just to take the pressure off here. Let's just see. Get the cursor off the board so I've got no accidental slits. Yeah, queen across, going for that open file. So maybe I do need an actual pawn push. I'm not sure if 1 or 2 is better. It gives me a square. Then I've got the option to block. I'm going to do that. Just so if queen down, I've got the option to block. There is queen check and grab a pawn. I mean, I could trade and go up, I suppose. That's an option. Trade first and then go up. But takes, I lose this pawn. So here, check, and here is the idea. Might have messed this one up. I'm going to do this. I'm going to allow that idea just step across, and I'm going to start counter-attacking, I think. So he's going for the checkmate idea. That's a little bit dangerous, and I actually missed that threat. So I could drop a knight back, or I can push a pawn. They're the only two moves I can realistically see here. So I'm going to gamble and push the pawn and trust that the rook is a little bit misplaced. I'm still going to try and go here, but obviously if the bishop gets in somehow, right now the knight's holding it, but if the bishop gets in, it's not very good, not very promising, but I want to try and create some counterplay if I can. Rook's gone across, so that's my only legal move. But now do you spend a move and go here and then run the risk of the rook getting trapped in? Don't think it is a risk, but obviously right now that's not actually a move, but what have I got? What can we do? Yeah, I think the rook's probably safe there. I could try this here. Gone back, so now I'm going to look to do this. Yeah, I'm going to stick to the plan and push. I don't think we'll take here because then we get a double attack. So comes forward, but now I can get that bishop off the board and then potentially grab a pawn. It makes sense to me just to take there. I don't see anything better. So I'm going to take the pawn. Now I need to get this knight hopefully forward and try and work on a push. If you don't grab now, I can maybe play a move like b3 or a3. And if you do take, maybe just a simple rook across. But I'm not sure. Obviously, if I push this pawn, the knight gets very, very jumpy. What do I do? Do I challenge this? Oh, he has gone for taking. So now rook across might be a move. If you don't take, I'm getting active. If we trade here, what have you got? There's a queen check threat, though the knight can block, but then I've got my pawn. So it seems logical to me. Otherwise, knight across to try and guard the queen coming over. But then what am I achieving? Oops, that's a terrible blunder. What am I doing? I've just realised you just queen check and you collect the rook. That would be a shocker of a blunder. That's why you've got to take your time and pay attention if you can. Now I'm blocking this file, so rook across is a move. We're also covering this for the queen coming up. If I'd have just made that move there without thinking, blimey, queen check with a double attack to the rook. Yeah, I've played this one a little bit too fast, got myself into a little bit of difficulty. G6 to give the king a nice safety square, logical. So now have I got the idea to come here. The queen's got no obvious infiltration. So if we trade, say check, knight back, pawn up, there are threats on the board, and it takes a lot of pressure off my king. So I'm going to play it. Might prove to be a mistake down the line, but my king's a lot safer if there's only one piece to attack with. Now, do I go here? Or here? Does it matter? I don't want to drop the knight back, so if I go here, there's always the potential of the queen getting active. If I go here, there's an immediate threat to the rook, so the queen might have to drop back. See, we can check. The king's going to be safe. It feels like I'm in a mating net, doesn't it? So if I go here, though, here, back, there's pressure on the pawn, and then the queen can come back. And that feels worse to me. Although I could go here, rook here. Actually, is there nothing I can do? What have I done here? I might be just lost. Here, rook here is very strong. I had a game like this not long ago as well, with this sort of position. But I can't come back without allowing the queen back, and then there's suddenly checkmate threats. So king here, queen down, knight back. I mean, I could play knight back now, but that feels really bad letting the queen in. So I think I've got to go here, but after rook across, feels like I've got no defense here. Check, king up. Maybe knight back. Or maybe here. If I go here though, I don't see the defense after you go queen back. You're threatening check. I have to run back away, then the queen's coming in. And I'm going to end up here and takes in any event. So I'm going to go here. I expect a quick rook across. Can I do knight here to go here? But if I move my knight, you're getting in. So I might have to throw in rook check and rook here. And just hope if rook takes, then I drop back. Yeah. Let's go for the check and hit the knight. If takes, I go here and I'm attacking two pieces at once. And the queen can't get across in one move. So now I'm attacking two pieces. But the queen can't defend the rook and create a mate threat in one go. But it's dangerous. If the rook wanders back and I take, queen down, there is a mate in one threat, but I've got knight back then, I think. Or queen back even. Let's just see what my opponent does, then worry about our go. So he may play rook takes knight. Then I think I can just take back with the queen or the pawn. Yeah, the rook goes back. So I'm going to take. So now queen will come down to create the mate threat, but don't I just have queen back here? Queen back, and what do you actually do? Depends how I do this actually. Queen back, takes, check up, and you take here as well, but my knight would be safe. So I can just drop the knight back, guard everything. But that's the threat square. So I'm going to drop the queen back. Oh, rook takes, I've just blundered. Rook can take, although I'm not getting checkmated. I can't take back because I hang the queen. But the queen's not getting in. I think I can go here and here. As long as I don't move my knight. Oh, you've gone back. Wait, well, can I go here now then? No, I'll lose my knight. Or here, you've got check. Up, you've got check, and I just lose the game. Yeah, I've just lost, I've just blundered it. We've just blundered it. So I have to give up the knight. Opponent's done really, really well here. Hold on, can I go here though? I miscalculated that completely. Now takes, okay. Wait, have you just blundered? Just blundered the game. Oh, that's unbelievable. That's unbelievable, isn't it? Wow, what a win that is.